How are you all? I think you all are enjoying at home. Let's have a study with fun. Today we are going to study science of class 7, chapter number 10, and this is our first session. So, as I already told you that we are going to have study with fun. What is the need of fun? By fun we enjoy ourselves and the study becomes a game for us. It's really a game, rather a game in which you are masters. Therefore, today's topic is NCERT chapter number 10. The name of the chapter is Respiration in Organism. Before we start the content of the chapter, let us do one activity. You just do what I am doing over here. You start breathing. Do you know what is the breathing? Breathing is inhalation and exhalation. Breathing is divided into two different parts. We have to do two things. Very first is inhale and the second one is exhale. Now how do we have to do? Just take the air in with the help of your nostrils. This is your nose and these two holes are known as nostrils. Now you have to inhale. Okay, just do. Now exhale. Now put your either left or right hand over your chest. Now again inhale. How do you have to inhale? Just putting this palm over your chest portion. Again inhale. Exhale. Now there is something which when we inhale comes out. Our chest portion comes out, and when we exhale it gets inwards. Right? Have you just feel it like that? On putting, definitely you would have. So this is the process. Inhalation and exhalation is the process which comes in respiration. Without this we cannot respire. Respiration is impossible. So we are going to understand more about respiration. What are the organs involved in respiration? What are their work? Is only nose is used, or is there any part of body also through which we can respire? If we talk about human beings, so human beings respire through single organ, that is the respiration begins from its nose. But if we talk about the animal, so there are some water animals who respire through their lungs. Okay, there is a water animal for the process of respiration. It comes outside and then respire and again go inside the water. That is a surprise for you. Why? You have to also try to find out that still. We will further going to discuss about it even. Let's have a brief look of what we are going to study. Okay, let's see. See on the board first. Now, what does our first point say? That all living organisms respire to get energy from food. Now, we respire for getting the energy. Now, for what do we want to have our energy? Can't we live without the energy? No, beta, we cannot. For the betterment of our body, for letting our organs to work, we need to have a energy. Then only we can work. Just take an example. A day you don't eat a food, not even a water. What will going to happen? Next day can be possible that you will have to be hospitalized. So why? Because no energy you get. Without the energy, body cannot work at all. So for getting the energy, we need to have a good nutritive food. From the food we get nutrients, and from the nutrients we will be having energy. Now for what purposes does the energy require? Energy is used in the day-to-day working of ours. in these 3 to 4 activities, you need to have maximum energy. Let's take an example of an athlete. Athlete is a person who runs, who do the running. Now what happens as an athlete runs on the ground? So while running, his heartbeat increases. You can feel it, okay? Its heartbeat so much increases. So as he stops his race, he needs an immediate source of energy, and on such a moment, he or she always take a glucose. Why? Because glucose is a quick energy drink. It gives us quick energy. Maximum organ of his body, inside the body, starts working together, and with the lots of use of energy, as the body has used the maximum energy, so it need to be regain the energy again. That's why the athlete need much good quality of food rather a quick energy giving food to him. Now in some situation, when athlete runs, sometimes what happens, when it comes to its original position, means in relaxation position, his body crumb. What do you mean by crumb? Crumb in Hindi we can say it pains, दुखता है. कभी कभी हमारा हाथ दर्द होने लगता है, हमारा पैर दर्द होने लगता है. We have sometimes ache or a pain in our hands as it continuously moves. In the same way, we got a pain in our leg. It is called cramps. So why do it cramps? In that situation, it is an anaerobic respiration. When oxygen breaks down into carbon dioxide, it is given over here. It breaks down into alcohol and carbon dioxide. We'll understand that. For few moments, oxygen cannot pass through, as we need to have lots of energy. I hope this is quite clear to you what we have discussed. We have discussed for what reason we need to have a good respiration. Let's see. Respiration is the process of taking in the oxygen into the cell. Now, during respiration, what do we intake? As we inhale, we do in the beginning only. As we inhale, we take in which type of gas? We take in oxygen. Only oxygen can work inside the body. If it is a carbon dioxide, we cannot survive it. We cannot intake carbon dioxide. As in the body, the oxygen gets in, it goes inside the body. What happens in the cell? Oxygen into the cell, utilizing it for energy release. The cells take in oxygen for utilizing it for energy purpose. The removing of the waste products like carbon dioxide and water. As we intake the oxygen, so oxygen is utilized by the cells. Thereafter, what happens? As oxygen is inside our body, blood can flow with the help of oxygen. Otherwise, there can be no movement. There will be not at all a big movement inside the body of the blood. So, as the oxygen reaches inside the body, it is utilized by the cell, and for its exchange, what goes out of the body? Carbon dioxide and water. Which water goes out of the body? The water which cannot be now recycled or reused by the body. The waste water goes out of the body. Suppose oxygen doesn't get in, water and carbon dioxide cannot move outside, because it's a vice versa. It's a process of taking in and giving out. Example you can do. Suppose you take in oxygen. Let us take. Now close your nose as well as your mouth. I count. Why we are harming ourselves only? These inhalation and exhalation is given by the nature for the betterment of every cell of the body or every part or every organ of the body. So it is very much important to take care of that. So never do such things. It's better to have a fresh air. For what? For the betterment of all the internal organs. Which organ actually work in the process of respiration? It is none other but the lungs. Lungs plays an important role in the field of respiration. Let me teach you with an example. You come to school. You have a bag of 5 period or 7 period. Fine. Now every lecture there are different teachers. For English you got a different teacher. For mathematics you got a different teacher. And as they come, they teaches their own subject. Suppose you got a maths lecture. When maths teacher come, so does she or he teaches you English? No. What does he or she teaches? He or she teaches you maths only. Why? Because it is their duty to teach their own subject with full of confidence as well as full of knowledge. So in the same way, that thing only happens inside our body too. We have different internal organs inside our body. For example, heart is there. Thereafter, gallbladder is there. Small intestines are there. Many other. They all are performing their own duties, their own work. Why? Because they all are equally important. And every organ has certain work to do. If they don't do, any one organ stops. So, you may have a disease. Rather, a very serious disease when internal organ stops working. So, for their better working, what is important, beta? Fresh air, rather, a air full of oxygen is required. So, don't forget to have a fresh air. Now, what are the measures? From where do we get the fresh air? There are different measures to get a fresh air. Very first, just wake up early in the morning and don't forget to do yoga. Yoga is a very good thing for a active body or a body with you can have full of oxygen. Try to move through the garden area. Instead of going to the busy road, you should always prefer early in the morning walking. Then only you can be fit, a body which has all the nutrients, because we can even gather nutrient from the environment or from the tree, as trees are the main sources of oxygen. Their water is also a source of oxygen. If you don't know, just understand that. I am also going to teach you about that, but the main source of oxygen is trees. So to have a pure, full of oxygen air, you need to go for a morning walk. Not only you will get a fresh oxygen, as well as you will also have a fit and very interesting body. Doesn't matter you are thin or you are fat, but you should be healthy. That should be a motto for you. So, to become a healthy person, what is necessary, beta? Or to have a good respiration power, you need to do yoga. In school also, we used to do yoga on every twice a week, if you remember. So, you have to just repeat. Prepare your schedule for your own good respirational power. I think this is quite clear to you. Let's see next what we have. So we are done till here. We have now understood why do we intake oxygen and what does the oxygen do inside our body. What is its specific work. Next, what do we have? Now we will understand much more defines or much more words in which the processes is undergoing. Such as in this we will understand what is cellular respiration. What does our cells perform? How does it respires? The breakdown of food. As we intake the food, so food with the help of oxygen breakdowns. So the breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy called cellular respiration. As the food breakdowns inside our body with the help of oxygen. Now why did it break down, or what is the benefit? What it will going to give us? So it will going to provide us the energy. Why do we need our energy? To perform our working, day-to-day working. We need energy. So the breakdown of food to release energy, it is known as cellular respiration. It means what? Our body is working in a proper manner as it is required, or as it is needed by the organs of our body, organs such as lungs, because lungs is mainly askable for what? Respiration. For process of respiration, we need our lungs to be much stronger. Let's see what do we have next. The breakdown of food occurs with the use of oxygen. Just I discussed with you. It is called aerobic respiration. Now, what is aerobic respiration? So, the breakdown of food, as the food is divided into small pieces with the help of oxygen, or in the presence of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. What do we have next? The breakdown of food without the use of oxygen, where oxygen is not at all required. That position is called as an aerobic respiration. The example for that you understand in a better way. You would have seen that in anaerobic respiration, the glucose is breaking down into alcohol and carbon dioxide. It is not good for our body, CO2 or alcohol. So what happens in this? In this, the glucose breaks down into alcohol and carbon dioxide. With an example I'll teach you. As you do running, you don't have a habit. You don't have a habit of running daily. Now you start running. One day has gone, 2 days have gone. Now third day, what will going to happen? As you try to get up from your bed, you are not able to. Why? Because there is a cramp in your leg or a thigh. You cannot even walk properly. Why? Because it is paining. How come it had happened? It had happened just because of an aerobic respiration. It happens in our body sometimes that we doesn't get because of heavy exercise or heavy running. Oxygen cannot pass through. So whatever glucose we have, it breaks down into alcohol and carbon dioxide, and due to the alcohol and carbon dioxide, we get an ache inside our body. I hope you would have understood this much. Let's see what do you have next in your book. After this, yes. Now, due to heavy exercise, as you do heavy exercise, so what happens? You need lots of oxygen, and if you don't get a proper amount of oxygen, so there is a possibility of diseases or aches. So better be very careful. You have all the preservations ready. In such cases, when you need to have lots of oxygen, when you need lots of oxygen, you should have the environment like this, or there should be some preservation. There should be some requirement so that if you suffer from the loss of oxygen, you can have or you can get an instant oxygen in the form of oxygen mask or any energy drink you can have to increase what? Oxygen rate. in the mountains. I know you are aware of it. Why? Because you have studied this in 5th standard. That mountaineers, the people who climb mountain, you would have heard the name Bachendri Pal. Okay, she has also went up in the mountains. So what happens? Mountains, what are the equipments the mountaineers used to carry with them? They used to carry cylinder. Which type of cylinder do they carry? They used to carry the cylinder which has oxygen. Why? Because as we go in height like mountains, there the air, the oxygen air is very thin, beta. It's very thin, and as it is very thin, so sometimes it's difficult to breathe over there. Why? Because we cannot have a very thin air. So in such situation, we need a good respiration power, means we need to have a good oxygen. So for such reason, we need to carry these cylinders with us only, so we can have it at the time of emergency. We just immediately take down. Fine, you have understood why do we carry this oxygen cylinder with us, and it is mainly done by the people who goes to mountains. Next, what do we have? As we have discussed with you about the process of inhalation and exhalation. Let me write it down for you. Now it is important to know it's defined very well. I know you know. Why do you know? Because you have studied since your childhood the processes of inhalation and exhalation, and that only is not the reason. Even you inhale and exhale every movement of life. Okay? Still, we will revise it again. Beta, always write down points to remember again and again every time I ask you. Why, beta? Because that is the base. Now what happens in inhalation? Very first, inhalation. Now what do you mean by inhalation? Inhalation means taking in air which is rich in oxygen is called inhalation. I hope it is quite clear to you what is inhalation. Taking in air which is rich in oxygen is called inhalation. When we take inside the oxygen. Now what is exhalation? In exhalation, throwing out the air bracket which is rich in carbon dioxide, which is rich in carbon dioxide, is called exhalation. So it is quite understood. What we throws out of the body, that is CO2, carbon dioxide, is known as exhalation, and we take in the air that is rich in oxygen is known as inhalation. What are they? They are the two processes involved in respiration. What do we have next? Now, there are the animals who respire with the help of their skin. Not only the lungs, they need to have skin skin for its respiration. Let's discuss. Okay, there are the animals like lion, cow, frog, birds, many more. They have a same respiratory organ like us, that is lungs. They respire through their lungs. Even we talk about frog. As we talk about the frog can respire through lungs as well as they have the gills for their respiration processes. So they got to have two things for the respiration. In the same way, fishes, the water animal like fishes have gills. They use their gills for the purpose of respiration. Further we will discuss more about that. Right? Next, what do we have? We are going to talk about insects. Now what do the insects do? Now insects are going to exchange the gases with the help of trachea. With what they are going to exchange the gases? They exchange the gases with the help of trachea. Who? Insects. Next, what do we have? Now, if we talk about the reptiles like earthquake. Sorry, my mistake. Earthworm. Reptiles like earthworm. How do they respire? They respire through their moist skin. How? Just you touch. How moist they are. Have you ever touched earthworms? If you are going to touch its skin, it's slippery, beta. It's very much slippery. It is always wet. So that's why it respires through its moist skin. Next, what do we have? We have heard about this thing about the frog. How does it breathe? It breathes. I have discussed with you gills, lungs, etc. Now, if we talk about the plants, we have discussed even plant do the respiration process through photosynthesis. Who collects the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? There is stomata. Stomata present inside the plant. It grabs the CO2 from the environment and provides to the plant. Okay? It collects the CO2 from the environment and then it provides to plant from it. The photosynthesis took place. The plants are able to cook their food. So, I hope you would have understood that from where do the leaves or plant respire? They respire through their parts only. Parts like there is a small opening present on the leaves. And who grabs the CO2 from the environment? It's stomata. So, the roots even. Not only the top portion of the plant, even oxygen is required by the root. So, there is a transportation of water, even the air till the end. Means till the end up on the tip. Water and air, water and CO2 is required from the root till the top of the tree. Now I think you would have understood. As we talk about our body, from here, from the hair, a top portion of the hair till our toe, every part of our body requires oxygen. And suppose oxygen is not provided to any part of the body, that portion becomes dead. Literally it becomes dead. So as it is necessary for our body to tip till end, in the same way in plants also required from tip till end. I hope you have understood this much. Why it is important and from where do we